Hello, so in this video we will learn how to take array as an input. So what happens is, what will be given to in problem is, suppose they will say that the length is 4, and then this is the input, this is a problem, and then they will give some input cases. First case will be like the length is 4, and then you will have some elements, and then what they will say, the output format. Suppose they are asking for the even numbers, so even numbers will be 2 and 4. So in this case what we see is the size is 4, and then there are 4 elements after this. So we will have to use an array here because the elements will be stored at the index, and then we will be able to perform some operation, anything that we want. So how to do this is, first we have to make the size. So we will have to take, okay, the first variable will be size. This will be given by the user, but the size of array, and then we will use a for loop from i from I equal to 0 to n, and then we will take at every value of I an input and store it in the array. What I mean is, so let's start. Scanner, I make a object system dot in. So I make a variable named size. It is an integer. Sc dot next int, because it is an integer. So this is the size of my array. So in the last video we learned how to initialize an array. Suppose we are initializing an integer array int, and I give the name as ARR followed by square brackets. This means it is a 1D array. If it was a 2D array, then we would have used this. So we are making a 1D array. Int ARR square brackets is equal to new int and the size of array. So our array is created, but we haven't taken any input. So how to take an input is, use a for loop from I is equal to 0 to I is less than size. Okay, so suppose the size is 5. So how will our for loop run? Start it will be 0, and 0 is less than 5. So 0, then it will increment, then 1, then I will become 1, and 1 is less than 5. Then I will become 2, 2 is less than 5. Then I will become 3, 3 is less than 5. Then I will become 4, 4 is less than 5. Then I will become 5, but 5 is not less than 5. So it is a false. So it will get out of for loop. So what we see is, from 0th index till 4th index it runs, and in array this is the thing, like, because indexes are from 0 to length of array minus 1, so from 0 to 4. Okay, since we make an integer array, we want integer as an input. Okay, so next int. Okay, but where do we want it? We want it in the index of the array. At which index? Starting index is 0. It will get some input. Then the array, I will become 1. So then it will get in index number 1. Then I will become 2. So it will be stored in index 2. Then I will become 3. So it will be stored in index 3. So like this we can take input in an array. Now suppose we want to print the array. What we do, we again use a for loop. I is less than size, I plus plus. We use a system.out.print, and what do we want to print? We want to print the value at the index. So let's run this. Okay, first it will ask for size. What is the size that we want? We want 5. Okay, or we can give a size as 4. Suppose I'm giving 4. What are the inputs? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So the inputs are given with a space, and see here. So we stored the elements in our array and we print them. So that's how we take input in an array and then print it. Okay, so what we did, we first take input in the size, then we make an array of that size, and then we take every input in the index from 0 to length of array minus 1. Suppose if the input is like 3 and the values are 1, 2, 3. This is the input case. Input, and in output we will get 2. So how our code will run is, size will become 3, for loop will run from 0 to 3. So 0 to 2 actually, because at 3 it will run out of our loop. So it will store values at 0th, 1 and second index, and then in the end we printed the values using for loop from 0 to 2. So it will print the values at 0, 1 and 2. So thank you.